the drummer, but I missed and shot him in the ear. Oh no, oh. I tried to shoot the drummer, but I missed and shot him in the ear. Oh no, oh. Yeah, all around in my hometown, they're trying to track me down. Yeah, they say they couldn't stand on the slope safely. I just climbed right up. Nobody stopped me. Nobody chased me. Nobody cared that I carried a weapon. Aim for the head, but he turned at the last second. Oh, now, oh. I tried to shoot the donor, but I missed and shot him in the air. I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. Bitch, wanna step to me. If you wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama. Yeah, I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama.
No, Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
I went to beat down like Michael Obama.
We already had it with
I got that
Obama.
big
So
energy.
let's just calm down.
Nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I would get it like Michael Obama. I'm a girl, 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 I'm a whip the thing out like Michael Obama. I got that big.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up, big up. Happy Friday night. Welcome back to another episode of the Secretist Society of Good Guys. As always, we are your goodest of guys, and we are excited to hang out with you today. So if you'd be so kind to hit like and subscribe or any of the hearts, and make sure you follow everyone on the stage, just in case you don't make it to the end when we plug everything. You can always go to paranoidamerican.com and get yourself a little something, something. So, hi, good guys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Vacationed.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I got to go to Cayman and Jamaica and Bahamas since last time we good guide.
That's amazing.
And you made it back alive.
I made it back alive. It was kind of, we did the whole loop around Cuba. on a cruise. I'm an avid cruiser. You guys should know this. One day, if I end up twisting everyone's arm, I want to do like a secret society of good guys cruise. I think it would be like the most amount of fun, and maybe get some other podcast people. Anyways, we made the round trip around Cuba. And so we went right by Guantanamo Bay. And it's so interesting that we squeeze this side of Guantanamo Bay because we're Haiti's on the other side, but we have safe ports of Haiti that we go to, and we have this spot. We've always been at odds with Cuba, but we have this one spot that's our spot, and it's totally fine. And there's internet Wi-Fi, but when we hugged that island, we totally lost like all internet for a little bit, and I thought that was curious. Anyway,
Whoa.
yeah, I wish I got to see Summer in Jamaica. I did not. She was like 2 hours away. And the busman and the island man. And honestly, I get car sick, you guys. And Jamaica is the worst driving on the planet. I can't
I
say
get car
it
sick
enough.
too.
I get so car sick. And Jamaica is like bumpy road, fast, bad driving, big cars on single lane highways, mountain
Slamming on
cliffs.
brakes.
It's like every single thing that makes me a little nauseous. And so the idea of getting in a car myself and meeting her halfway and then making it back, we both have to go 2 hours, that I'm like, I'm just going to come back and stay in a resort. And so I'm going to stay by your house so you don't have to go so far to me. Because really, I was like, I don't want to be car sick. But it wasn't summer. I would have
You
gotten
get
car sick for summer.
but not seasick.
The boats are so big now. When I was younger and I cruised, there were some smaller boats. Like there's day cruises to the Bahamas that I'll get nauseous on those. I can't deep sea fish. Like I can go out in the Keys or the Bahama water, but other water with any of my friends that have boats and they're like, you want to go out fishing? I'm like, not in a million years. I can't go on a glass bottom boat. Like out, I'll get nauseous. But so a big cruise boat doesn't make me sick at all.
I'm just curious, random question, but have you ever tried VR? Do you get sick in VR if so?
I haven't put on VR goggles in a lot of years. And I have gotten motion sick on the Back to the Future ride at Universal. I don't know if it's the same because you're also moving in that thing, but it's a VR experience just with the moving
Ultimately,
part.
like all those kinds of motion sickness, it's because your brain is seeing movement that your body isn't feeling. Because it's usually some sort of something either artificial or like when you're on a boat, it's counterbalanced, right? So it's like not lining up. So every single part of your like, monkey brain that's trying to work things out is like, something's not right here. And usually if something's not right, maybe you were drugged or maybe you ate something wrong. So it triggers this. Funny enough, it all ties back to MK Ultra because the little patches that you put on for motion sickness is scopolamine, right? And like hycosamine, I think.
Is Dramamine the same?
I think so. If you look on the back of it, it'll tell you the active ingredient is scopolamine for.
So
I've been taking that lately because I had the inner ear thing, like where the crystals like dislodge or whatever, and so you get the vertigo really bad. And it's like when you lay down, then you sit up and like the whole room spins. And you can do these little Epley maneuvers and they work, but the last time I had it so bad that when I did the Epley maneuver, I did throw up afterwards, and I was pretty nauseous for a couple of days. I had to
This is the henbane, belladonna, witches on the broom. That's all scopolamine.
It makes sense. Like for fishermen, like an old tip that they'll tell you is if you never go on boats and tend to get seasick, if you're a drinker, dry yourself out for a day or two before you do it. If you're not a drinker, then the second you step foot on the boat, get a cocktail or a beer. And your body will tell yourself that you're getting intoxicated. And your body knows how to deal with your imbalance, intoxicated, because you've done it before. It doesn't know how to deal with seasickness ever unless you are doing it all the time. That's where land starts to feel weird. So it's like one of those weird little fisherman tricks that I don't know if it works or not. I didn't do it this time. I didn't feel like any kind of
drinking the
seasickness.
second you went on the boat.
Yeah, I did have a cocktail on the boat, which I feel
No
like
drink package then?
No, I'm just not a big drinker, and allegedly, maybe I just bring disposable pen, and since there's disposables pins around, that has just changed my life for social interaction in general. Like I used to get kind of a little bit of social anxiety that because of the marijuana pen I don't get. Like I can deal with like amped up chaotic energy. Sometimes it makes me feel a way. And if I'm stoned, I'm like, okay, this is just I can sit around this.
It
party
blows my
vibe.
mind that when you're on international waters, they don't just have like a little vape pen dispenser. But I mean, I understand because it's like then every single country and city that you dock in has to agree with those laws, otherwise you're not allowed to be there. So, but I mean, on a cruise ship, they should be giving them out, complimentary. Like here's your champagne, here's your vape pen.
Yeah, they should just have like 5-gram pens. They could even sell them for way more money, but I don't know why. It literally doesn't make any sense to me, but I think it's because they make so much money off alcohol. It's like the only reason those boats exist is because people gamble and drink.
I guess, man, but I mean, even if you're spending big money, like $15 a drink, at least me, like what is that? You have like 4 or 5, then maybe you're like $60, $75 in, or just one pen. But yeah, I guess that pen would probably last you for like the entire 3 days.
But it is there's always pot on cruise boats. I've never once brought flour onto cruise boats, but I've smoked. The first time I think I ever smoked pot in life was on a cruise boat, like with some
Whoa.
kids in a cabin.
That's
I
kinda
think
cool.
back to it now with my brother, we were talking about it, and I'm like, that still to this day was the loudest weed. Like it smelled so strong. The whole entire cabin, you're in a bottom. It was some bottom of some teenager, late 20, early 20-year-old's cabin. And and so the whole floor probably stank like weed. Like I'm paranoid thinking back to it, and it's been decades. I was gonna
That
ask
was
you
not
guys.
smart.
I was also reading the book Chaos on the cruise boat, and so much stuff about it. I was like, I need a highlighter right while reading this book, because I thought I knew everything about Helter Skelter and about Sharon Tate's murder. And I'm not even halfway through. And some of the stuff that's blowing my mind, like the little connections, like one, the Folgers heiress. I don't know why her name always escapes me. Like, I don't know why her being in there, and then the amount of heiresses at that same time, these 70 heiresses. This is when you get the Gloria Vanderbilts that start to come up, where I would say if you're a person that has the filter in your head of Follow the Wives, the heiresses of these daughters need to be the first ones that, like, because you have all these Carnegies, these Rockefellers, these Folgers, these Bacardis, you have these families, the Brofmans, you have these families that come up, even the Gates family, they all come up at like the same time with this massive amount of wealth. And then it's like these sadistic Arm & Hammer, we know all these stories about the grandfathers, and then these kids take over the lineage. Before they're like Gloria Vanderbilt and that age is like the first generation. Julia Louise Dreyfus, she's a generation of this girl where she's from the Dreyfus Fund, where you're like, what? She's a billionaire? But all these kids are actually the first of Follow the Wives. So if I were to make a conspiracy of shit that they're not saying, and I haven't even made it to the end of this book, the idea that the Folger heiress was just randomly taken out is not crazy. Or like, it's so coordinated. In my opinion, it's more coordinated than Sharon Tate.
Well, and the Folger family, I don't think I'm talking out of turn, but like they were the ones that helped fund the clinic in Haight-Ashbury that ultimately, was the place where Manson was making his drops between the government. So like that Haight-Ashbury clinic wouldn't have existed without the Folger family funding it into existence. So it's weird, like they were double connected. It wasn't just one way.
I like that you just said the MK Ultra thing too, because in it all, the Kennedy assassination, which if you say like Manson's when the hippie era ends, the Kennedy assassination to RFK, MLK, Malcolm X is when the start of the end of the hippie generation. So I would say it's like they kind of like they try to tear it apart in this period of like a decade, where it's just like a twist on that whole generation, that they are like, here's the beginning of your trauma, and we're going to end it here. But in the Kennedy assassination, on As the World Turns soap opera, when it comes on and Walter Cronkite's like, the president's just been shot, the president's just been shot, the commercial that plays is a Folgers commercial, and the guy has a pin or a spoon and he's doing it like this across the camera. And like, it's, you know, to like hypnotize you before a Route 66 commercial comes on, and then the all-seeing eye of CBS, and then it's back to your regularly scheduled program. So I always just think, oh, her name again in this whole conundrum that is the entire 60s.
Speaking, just another fun little trivia for when it's like Jeopardy night, but did you know that Walter Cronkite was also the main voice at Bohemian Grove? So when they all get together and do the cremation of care ceremony, and there's like the ominous voice of the gods, essentially, that was Walter Cronkite for the longest time.
Go ahead, Abbie.
Well, no, my brain was just doing this fucking thing with the whole Haight Ashbury of it all, because Haight Ashbury to me, like, I'm named after Abbie Hoffman, the guy who, like, you know, big activist. And then you said Abigail Folger, and then her connection to Haight Ashbury, and I'm sitting there going, okay, was that like one of those whole like Walt Disney, you know, Frozen whitewashing things already happening like in the 60s? Because that's,
Or is this Abigail name? Are they both Abigails? Is it like some kind of...
because Abbie Hoffman is a man. He was like a political activist. He was like, so
Isn't
you know, and
his daughter Gabby Hoffman?
I don't know. He was definitely he was the guy.
Look.
You know, he was depicted in the what's it called, Tom Hanks movie that everybody freaking loves.
Forrest Gump?
Yes, he's depicted in Forrest Gump. He was the one who's like, yeah, man. Like, you know, when Forrest is like,
Yeah, the
that's
big,
all I
like,
had to
in
say
front of
about
the
that.
pool.
Yeah, that's Abbie Hoffman. He was like, my parents were big, like, war activists and all that, you know, hippies. So
Anti-war activist, I assume.
anti-war activists, yes.
Like, that would be funny to be the war activist, to be like...
Yeah. Go war!
Yeah, like...
Kill them in Vietnam. Kill those babies.
I have to see if Gabby Hoffman's related to Abbie Hoffman, because I feel like her parents were like New York City artists or something when I was reading about her.
Well,
They're
my
not
understanding
closely
of the Haight
related.
Ashbury Clinic is that it was just like almost like a military base. So it was a place for the government to kind of have one extra interaction point with, you know, like multiple players. But it was also the one place that Manson was supposed to go and see his parole officer. So every time that Manson would get arrested and violate his parole, they would just have him go back to the Haight Ashbury Clinic and talk to like his sponsor there, which was likely just his handler, most likely. And then he would bring all of his girls there to get them fixed whenever they got STDs, essentially.
Well, isn't that kind of weird then that like we're pulling, like Forrest Gump is pulled into that whole scene too?
Yeah, I want to see the cut scenes about Charles Manson in the Forrest Gump movie.
Thomas, if you ever did any kind of movie breakdown, and like if you started to do a show like that, I feel like Forrest Gump is my one. Like if I have one that every single scene of that movie, like I've studied every single thing about it. Even it drives me crazy that every single thing Jenny says or song she sings is about a bird or feather, dust floating in the wind. Like all her things are about that same feather
And
that
then
floats
even
in at the beginning.
Yeah, and even the balcony scene, you know, she's trying to fly.
Yeah,
But
the whole thing.
I feel like our
Freebird.
breakdown of Forrest Gump was pretty damn good. I don't know if it was Tom Hanks tonight or if it was just Forrest Gump, but we did a pretty good.
I know. Did we do it on this show?
We did do it on this show.
Was it just called Forrest Gump?
I don't know.
I actually on, if you're watching this, for the 88 people that have tuned in early, and we are early tonight, you guys, just because I have something I have to do tomorrow, and I just got back in town, and everybody's schedule, we have to go early sometimes if we're going to go at all. So it had to be early. So for the 88 people that are showing up wherever you're watching on Project Chaney channel on YouTube, I did an episode forever ago, like 2022 maybe, called Save the Cheerleader, Save the World with Johnny Larson, which I have no idea what the episode's about. I should go back and listen to it because I always feel like everything we're on this
Connected.
tesseract already,
Yeah.
and it's like meme magic of it all. So R.I.P. Hayden Panettiere. Like, that was the big thing that happened while I was on my cruise, and that was kind of a weird. Her name is connected to a
Can
whole
I just say something
lot.
controversial? I think sometimes people can just like overdose on drugs accidentally and drown in a pool or whatever, and like that's all that happened, and that the secret Illuminati astrologers didn't swoop in and like arrange the body and make sure she died in exact time. I'm not saying that I know what happened in this case, but sometimes it's funny where like there's in some people's minds,
You're like, she's
there's never been a
98.
celebrity death where they just died doing something fucking stupid. You know what I
Can
mean?
we-
It's always something.
No, I
Can we
like
not
even
just
when
have
it's like
fun
Betty
with,
White
like,
died, and it's like, oh, this is a ritual, and it's like she's 99.
Yeah.
The other one too was Trevor Moore, the guy from The Whitest Kids You Know, that had like just done this thing about reptilians or something, and then he falls off some balcony. That one comes up too, of like, oh, you know, he was getting too close, he knew too much, he was saying too much, and David Charles Plate, that I do Sing Tank with, he pointed out that guy did like a live interview like hours before he ended up dying, and the interview was about how he had just brewed his own beer like in the garage, and it was so good, and he was so drunk, and he was like clearly like blasted way out into outer space from drinking all this home brew. So like you put that together, and then he falls off the balcony. Like, I don't know, like sometimes maybe the Illuminati assassin is like, oh, he's just gonna do it himself, and they can just like hang out and enjoy the party.
Some sus stuff with her. The eclipse with the Heroes logo is pretty wild. Like,
Oh, right.
that is pretty wild. With, if you watch it, she is the one who can't die, and the entirety of the whole show is save the cheerleader, save the world, and the evil villain on the show Heroes is essentially Kronos, who controls, he's a watchmaker, and then the top good guy on the show is Hero, who can time travel through the Tesseract. So it is kind of interesting that we're at this point. We talk about time travel all the time. We just have this huge eclipse, and then this chick who's associated with so much weird stuff, especially Thomas, with Real Housewives of it all, and the coffee table book, and her being associated with shit, I'm gonna have to pull up homegirl's name if my Maria's still awake and she
Diana
feels like coming
something,
on.
right?
Diana.
Wade or White or
I know, I can't believe it.
apparently she's
I'll
suing
pull her.
people out here, so maybe don't say the last name. Who knows?
I know. She'll get you in trouble. RHOBH.
And the book was
Diana
called
Jenkins.
Diana Jenkins. The book's called Room 23.
Room 23, which that's DID. That's the
is
DEAD number. That's the number of the DID. But I'm going to pull up her. So one of the things Thomas and I always talk about, like, Real Housewives. So I tag him all the time on X with hashtag Real Housewives. But she was one of the Real Housewives. And this is another, like, kind of glittery red pill. But it does seem kind of interesting to me that I say, what if there was a good guy gay mafia, like a gay man mafia? You have no women and children you have to protect. So you have like Roy Cohn, and then you have Andy Cohen. They literally have the same last name. And Andy Cohen is the head of Bravo, and he's putting out all these Real Housewives. And some of these broads are literally on for one season, almost like it's just to let everybody know, like, who the fuck is Diana Jenkins? I don't know. She had a coffee table book that the elite all said was a catalog to human traffic. So it's like, it's curious that her name came up associated with Hayden Panettiere and James Blunt on a yacht party, and him being like an old, like a grown ass man, and her feeling like she was sexually assaulted by him and kind of like trapped in a room. And Diane Jenkins is the one that set all these meetings up. And apparently she has all of her millions because she's she inherits some money, but she becomes like the Rachel Chandler in the UK. And this is who she is. So in the Real Housewives of it all, and the Follow the Wives.
Of Real Housewives, I got something cool to show off that you don't even know about this, I don't think. But a couple months, this is how many things I got going on. But a couple months ago, I commissioned some original Real Housewives artwork from the artist James Edward Clark, who does a comic book called Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre, which is a really cool comic. But here's some original IRL, non-digital, non-AI signed Real Housewives artwork. So here's three of the
I
characters.
love
and
the
then,
colors.
and then here's the other two characters.
That's
So I still gotta scan them.
awesome.
I'll send it to you. But whenever we do the Vril Housewives campaign, these will probably be like in some special tier to get like original one of one by the artist artwork.
That's fucking
So
rad.
That's so cool.
there you go.
I'm gonna when we launch, I'll get one of the Real Housewives characters tattooed on me. I am digging how Snakey looks so Nicole Kidman. Like, doesn't she look
She
so Nicole
does,
Kidman?
yes.
And he totally did his own style on the. I'll pull up while we're talking. I'll pull up the concept art, but I like how he kind of put his own twist on all of them.
I dig it.
Look at those milkers, Jesus!
Hey, nice milkers. I'm swapping us, Abby, because I tend to lean left. And I don't want to
I lean
cover
this
your
way.
face with the Brittany bitch. Boom. Put this back. Yeah, so I do think it's really crazy. And the other thing is apparently Hayden Panettiere used to be with her boyfriend for a really long time. And then I don't know, was abusive, whatever was up with it. She got a restraining order. So then they break up. She starts dating his brother. And then the restraining order runs out like 2 days before all three of them are hanging out and she ends up dead. That's weird, right?
It is weird. That's what I thought.
For any of the non-night owls,
Jamie.
yeah. For anyone that hasn't seen the Vril Housewives, because I think we've only shown it at like the very end at like a 4 a.m. episode before, so this might be the first time someone has been seeing this. So here's Chaney's character. This is Betty White, aka Cthulhu. It's a long story.
It's a long story, but you'll have to read.
And then this one was, you're going to have to remind me. So this was supposed to be like a Gwyneth Paltrow goop sort of character. We'll zoom in on some of this. I love the facial expression. So, but the artist on this one is Spider, who worked on my Illuminati series.
I like
I
it.
really, really like this character.
Yeah, I like how bunny teethed, like the little, and all the artists were really fun to go back and forth and just be like, can they have a little bit different feet, or can they have a different nose, or
Oh, artists love it. They love it when you're like, oh, I want it purple now. No, now I want this. They love it. Yeah, it's their favorite. And this one was kind of a combination between a bunch of characters. This is like the Project Monarch, hence the Monarch wings, like Ariana Grande style character, I think, right? Like trapped by the entertainment industry. And then
yeah, she's Avril Lavigne, Avril
That's-
Lavigne, Levine, Avril Lavigne.
it was Avril Lavigne, I think.
Lavigne, yeah.
Anton LaVey. And this is kind of like an Oprah style character, but also,
You get a car.
yeah.
When she gets mad, Cal, she starts giving away things.
And then this is the head bitch.
This is Lisa Vanderhoof. If you are a Real Housewives fan, you'll love this even more. If you're into conspiracy, this will just be a funny way to mix in a whole bunch of conspiracy into people that have no idea that they're getting conspiracy. So we hope it's entertaining on both sides. And I hope, like, for Thomas, it's a whole different audience of maybe like girls that'll check out comic books, or people that might never even pick up a comic book that's just a Real Housewife fan to get it. But I do think it's interesting that there are a lot of these crazy people. And one of the days that My Maria comes on, she can just run off these people, and it's wild. Like her knowledge of the Real Housewives and the amount of them that come up in Epstein's list, or Ghislaine Maxwell's best friend was a Real Housewife one season. So it's all pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, like, so apparently her husband is like a juggalo Patrick Bateman. Her husband's John D, I guess. These are just sort of like, like things we were roughing out.
Because one of them's a preacher's wife.
Yeah, right here. And he's like, he looks more feminine than she does.
Gay.
So anyways, there you go. There's the preview in case you missed the Real Housewives. There's no website or anything to sign up for yet. It's in the works. It's in the works, but one of the many projects that we've been
that Thomas has on his plate, on his spinning plates. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think the Hayden Panettiere thing's interesting. It could just be like she OD'd, but I think it's so crazy how, like, for this one, there's people like coming out of the woodwork, and it seems more publicist being like, oh yeah, she was having problems. Like, oh yeah. It seems like people covering their tracks, and I might be wrong, but I think the investigation shifting that it's like not just being looked at, oh, it's non-suspicious, she just OD'd.
Well,
I
the
feel like
DEA got involved, according to a Twitter headline that I saw that I didn't look any further into because I don't care enough.
that's sometimes how I see it, and so I'm like, I am not going to verify this, and I'm not going to look it up right this second. I could very easily. That's what you're here for, but I'm sure everybody's talked about this like in the last few days. Like,
I mean, look, the first season of Heroes was phenomenal. Like, some of the it was one of the first shows of like this new resurgence of good TV after like a long drought. And then there was the writer's strike immediately after season one ended. So it existed in this tiny little blip of time, but I'll always remember that first season. That was like such a phenomenal first season of the show.
Heroes,
the first,
Dude,
I have to specify the first
it's one of the
season.
best first seasons ever on TV that I don't know how they dropped the ball so fast. It's because they made everybody a superhero.
Well, no,
but
it was the
such a
writer's
good first
strike.
season.
Immediately at the end of season one, while they were writing season two, they had this big writer's strike. So I think they had to basically get a bunch of scabs. And I don't say that as a pejorative, they're just like as the term, but like they had a bunch of people come in and work on it that weren't the original writing crew, because all the writers, I think, in solidarity with the actors, because I'm pretty sure it had something to do with like streaming rights. So there was like a bunch of actors and writers that wanted to make sure they got their cut after it was going to all these streaming, because this is really early on, right? This is like 2008 or so, I think.
That first season was so... It was like,
It was so
blew
good.
my mind. Like my head wasn't ready for that. It was like there was Lost, and then that first season of Heroes came out, and I was like,
Yeah.
here we
It's what
go.
I clung on to after Lost.
Yeah, it's like my head begged for this. It was like something I just think right now, and I have to shout out. So, Heroes, and then they have 74,000.4. It's always 74. That's part of the spell,
Yeah,
and it all.
74.7.
It's always 74. The other thing I have to shout out, because sometimes we talk about meme magic, or like how our intuition is sensing things. It's funny because for at least a year, my Maria's been telling me, oh, we're on the Hero Dawn timeline, where it might go good, but if it goes good, it's going to be because of Donald Trump. It's the Hero Dawn timeline. And so she's been saying it over and over again, and we've just been paying attention to the dawn of it all. The dawn. But she's been saying over and over again, Hero Dawn, Hero Dawn, Hero Dawn. So I'm like, look at that for you. That's part of it to me, where I'm like, you're on the Heroes timeline. But 74, I didn't even know they had an X page.
I don't know for what reason, for a show that hasn't been around for 2 decades.
It is pretty crazy. It's Eclipse, and the it's all about time travel and time jumps and stuff like that. And everybody now, it's just second nature for people to talk about CERN or talk about Inception or time shifting or these things. But back when Heroes was talking about it, it was so next level.
I actually got some exclusive Heroes merch back when it was on because I had a fan website that I put together called Siler Eats Brains. So I don't know if anyone remembers the first season of Heroes, but the whole premise I thought was that this guy Siler, it was like a superhero villain serial killer cannibal that he would basically sneak in and eat a superhero's brains, or he was taking the brains, but like for me, I was connecting the dots. He was eating them, and then he would gain their powers. So I put a website together called Siler Eats Brains, and it just had an animation of him eating all the different brains of all the different people on the show that had died. And then one day I just got a random like press kit directly from the Heroes studio. Yeah, where did you find this? How did you find that?
It's so funny because I put Siler Eats Brains in, and the first thing it pulled up was, no, Siler does not eat brains.
So, okay, I
was
never got that
against
far
it.
into the show. So apparently he didn't eat brains after like pretty much showed him eating brains.
Apparently not, but this was a conspiracy, and like the website Siler Eat Brains was basically pushing back against all the naysayers, and it was establishing. And there was even a frame. Oh my God, this is unlocking a memory that I haven't thought of in like 2 decades. But there was a frame in one of the shows where they had like a medical report on Siler, and the only thing that you could see was like the lipid content of his diet, and it was like crazy high. And I did his research, and one of the causes of having like these lipid counts that he had would be people that like eat too much pork brain or eat too much brain. So it was almost like they were planting these little freaking seeds where he was definitely eating brains, but then publicly the writers would come out and be like, no, he's definitely not eating brains. But everything in the show pointed to that he was.
I felt like it showed him eating brains. Am I like projecting memory?
Yeah, no, it
onto
never
something?
showed him eating brains. What would happen is that a hero would be shown, and the top of the head would be missing, and the brains would be missing. And then the next time you see Siler, he has their abilities, but it never explicitly said what he was doing with the brains. So anyway, he's like, I guess the studio or the PR or the network like found out who I was based on the website that I had registered, and they sent me this whole packet of like the evil brothers like running for mayor. It was like a whole like legitimate political campaign of like vote for whatever the hell his name was. It was Peter's brother. I can't remember his
When a
name.
good fly. Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, how many cultures or secret societies or cults or things of that nature to steal the skull that we always talk about, like Skull and Bones? Or so the idea that they wouldn't do something with the brain. I think Albert Einstein, they cut his brain into like 169 pieces or 247 pieces and passed it out all over the world for studying.
Like a saint.
Yeah,
having
exactly.
their
Like a
body
saint
in
relic or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Somebody can fact check me on the Albert Einstein.
Have either of you watched
pieces.
iZombie?
No.
Oh,
It was
10
I
years
loved
ago,
it.
I think,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
based on a DC comic.
Let me look it up.
It was
Maybe I
good.
have
It was
if it's old.
I don't know, this girl was like pretty much a zombie, and she like when you eat human brains, like you take on their memories, and she goes in and like kind of does forensics pretty much, and like tries to figure out who killed him and all of that stuff.
Oh, that's kind of, she's like Dexter, but she,
Yeah, it's like she wasn't like a Dexter. She was like, it was like a Law and Order, but she's a zombie and uses her zombie powers to like help crime solve.
And then
Right?
it feels almost like a cooking show because you're make like brain spaghetti or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she.
That
It's
wa-
kind of artistic.
zombies
And I
were
think
so hot.
what was his name? Rob from Matchbox 20. I think he's the one who like produced it.
They made zombie everything. After The Walking Dead came out and hit one hot season, they made zombie everything. They were like, let's make a housewife Drew Barrymore eat her, neighbors. Let's make a zombie
I loved the zombie
detective.
stuff.
Let's make a zombie cooking show. Like,
You know what? I've got a theory on this, and maybe this isn't even that profound of a theory, but Zombies and Nazis are the only two types of people that you can just show wanton violence against on TV for kids. Like you could still be PG-13 and show someone mowing down like 400 zombies, and for some reason they don't count as people. But if you were to show a movie where 400 people get mowed down, now we're like our territory, right? Like you're not even allowed to show that to a kid. So for whatever reason, zombies are the thing. The same thing in like video games. And if you got like Nazi zombies, like a Call of Duty kind of thing, that is just the ultimate way to slowly train children to dehumanize people so that eventually they'll just shoot them.
Do you think it's to normalize cannibalism? Like it's almost
Yeah.
people eating people.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah. I think the first step, though, is to just dehumanize other people and assume that they're NPCs and zombies and Nazis. And then maybe eating other people will just be more convenient later when we run out of, resources.
I have to do this real quick. I wonder what it's like to be the rainmaker. That was never.
There is one episode where he's on there and I think he gets killed. And I think he was doing like a little mini concert for like CEOs or something like that.
Wonder what it's like to know that I made the rain. That's such a Florida band. No one would know it. That's
The
how Florida
entertainment
Matchbox
lawyer at
20
Disney
is.
was their manager.
I knew Rob Thomas's side piece. I worked with her for a while, and she was a really cute girl, but total chaos. Like total, like, wow.
He was
Weird.
so cute, I thought.
I thought he had lady hips like Russell Brand. I wasn't into it. I like men to be men. Rob
Okay.
Thomas had weird. He was weird. in
Rob
his jeans.
Thomas produces iZombie, and then we have Rob Zombie who produces all the, horror movies like the new Mike Myers and Halloween shit, and like
I needed to get his full body, and it's no.
I just feel like this is a weird little glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, he died. He dies and does his cameo in iZombie in the season 2 finale, and he's killed and eaten by zombies.
I have to find one that's a fair
Spoiler alert.
picture. Some of them are too easy that you guys are going to be like, that's just how he's standing.
Yeah, no matter what you pull up, it's going to be like, oh, that's my gay aunt.
Yeah.
Like, that's my lesbian aunt right there.
Well, then I'm attracted
When
to
you
him.
guys
Shit.
do yourself the favor, go watch a Matchbox 20 video. You know what I will say? Matchbox 20, when it comes on like stupid bar songs or like you're driving, as far as that kind of music goes, they're in the top tier of my favorite bands. That was that genre.
Yeah.
That was like the Three Doors Down, the Third Eye Blind, the
But a Hootie
yeah.
is kind of adjacent in there.
Hootie is like the beginning of those bands. Like Hootie might have started those bands.
Counting Crows.
It's always
yeah.
they're always stealing it from a black guy.
But then
Counting
he
Crows.
steals that song from the Old Claro Medicine Show, and everybody gives him credit for it. God, what is it?
Wagon Wheel or something.
Yeah, Wagon Wheel. And it was like so much better when Old Crow Medicine
Totally
Show
better
did
with
it.
Old
And it
Crow
wasn't even
Medicine.
an old song. It was kind of
You know what though? This is what Hootie kind of slaps now in a way Hootie never slapped before. Like if you put on a Hootie album now or like mix in a Hootie song in the middle of a mix, it's not the worst in the way that I hated Hootie when I was young.
Yeah.
I just remember watching shit like MTV or something, and they'd interview Hootie and the Blowfish. And the one thing I remember is the lead singer hated that people thought his name was Hootie. And I just think that's so crazy. What do you think was going to happen? Like Counting Crows. Ugh. He had the worst hair. The weird part about the Counting Crows guy, he dated like all the friends. Like all the
weird.
chicks on Friends. And I always saw him like, huh.
He
Like-
wasn't that attractive, so I don't get that at all.
What do you mean he stole his hair from I thought he was a black guy.
He's not black.
Was he not black
Crows are
enough?
black.
I thought he was a black guy, no?
Let's find out his.
Counting Crows. Yeah, of course he was.
Yeah, because he's allowed to say crow. He was like they took it off Dumbo. He was like that crow. Let's see what his early life is.
Or is he Crow Indian?
Oh, I don't know his damn name. I'm
The
looking it
brother
up
of
like it's going to
Kamala
be.
Harris. What is this?
It is an American rock band from Berkeley, California. Adam Duritz is the vocalist. Let's see what his early life is. They don't have it. They've messed up Wiki. Duritz also recorded blah. Personal life, Baltimore, both physicians, 2 doctor parents. Dude, he's Jewish. Both his
And black.
parents. Like, yeah, so close. Close, but no Lewinsky. Oh shit. So what else has big happened this week, you guys, since I've been
Well, I don't think we talked since I wasn't here last Friday, and that was right after the Candace Owens and
pickle
the other guy. Did you guys care? Did you watch it? Did you watch any of the after stuff?
I watched some of it. I watched as much as I could handle until I was bored. Like I didn't take in any information from either of them. I just watched their body language.
That's the greatest. Honestly, I don't think there was any new information that either of them brought. It was like a battle of egos, and it was more about like fighting over semantics and who can win on this like semantic debate. So I was a little bit let down.
I do think it's kind of funny
like,
that you have one side. It's like to me, the entire thing is a LARP. It's all put on by TPUK. This whole thing feels like a LARP to me. Like even their debate felt like a LARP. Even him being the talking point for the debate feels like a LARP. Like he has no, like, you could probably list 10 other people that would be better at taking that position if that was supposed to be the thing. And then I think it's so funny that today I saw Jimmy Dore, Layla posted it, that Jimmy Dore came. Did Layla post it or you, Abbie? I don't remember. Somebody in SSGG posted that Jimmy Dore came out and said that Charlie Kirk was shot by a drone. I don't know. Did you guys see that?
I saw the link. Yeah.
I didn't look at any of it, but I just think it's so crazy because all of a sudden a pager and it's like, it's Israel. This is all this first information. Like here, it's this. Here, this is being pushed on us. It's this. Look at the golden pager. This all makes sense. And if it becomes a drone, now it's like, oh, here comes a whole different story. Like it's just a whole different that sometimes I think it doesn't matter if these two sides argue and are right, as long as you keep focusing on this side, why this is really happening. And so sometimes I think these things are set up like, okay, we're going to pull off this false flag, but we need Candace Owens to come immediately out as opposition. And she's going to feed all the wrong information so people just don't pay attention to any of the other sloppy shit we have going on.
The fact that they and this is things that Candace brought up, so like to her credit, but the fact that they paved over the crime scene like nearly immediately and gave the bag back to Charlie's face, like they basically didn't follow any of the protocol for preserving a crime scene, especially for like a high profile. But you'll notice that's the exact MO of any sort of inside government operation, like 9/11.
Or like Sandy Hook, that Candace's like
they just immediately get rid of all of the evidence. They ship it off to China, or they mow it over, or they
knock down an entire school.
But there's so many other instances where something, like a big event happens, and like that, like Pulse freaking nightclub was still around for quite a while they were still doing all of like the forensics and everything. So it's like, who makes these decisions of hey, a crime just happened here, let's go ahead and pave it. Like, let's just make sure that it's gone completely. I get the logic that they put forth behind it is like, what a horrible thing. We need to like clean up after it so no one has like a little shrine to like a horrific event. But to me, that's like the biggest red flag, is getting rid of the crime scene too early.
Oh,
I do think that's sus. I cannot give Candy Hook credit. That can't, like, other people said that shit. But this is a question that I actually have that I don't know enough about. But somebody, I don't remember who wrote it to me. I would shout him out. that, and I'm one of the people that believe this too, just with the trajectory of the bullet, is that Kennedy was shot from below. I'm like somebody who thinks somebody was in the sewer shooting up at Kennedy as
the
he was
storm
coming
drain.
by. I believe of that theory. Somebody was telling me that they paved over part of that Dealey Plaza. And just like Charlie Kirk, they wrote it to me like, oh, and just like the Kennedy assassination, they paved over the crime scene. And I didn't know any part of Dealey had been touched. I had to do more. I have to do more research on it. But if Charlie Kirk isn't playing along and he was actually killed, he kind of seems like he was shot from below too. And
You know,
so in paving it over, people say there was like they paved over like a trapdoor or something, not just
I just heard exploding microphone. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah,
Well, that was
that's
Candace's
the
theory.
original.
Okay.
The original conspiracy theory is the exploding Rhodes microphone.
Yeah, but then Jimmy Dore just comes out and says the drone, which that leads to that opens a whole nother can, because you got the Iranian drones that are put for us by the Obama movie over and over again, dropping the pamphlets in Leave the World Behind. So you get this whole drone setup of Iran being this thing. And then you also get the White House telling us that Trump's the king of drones in the beehive, that the male bees are actually called drones too. So you get all this drone symbology going on over with the king and Trump. Remember when all that was happening, when King Charles was over, and all that drone symbology was at the same time that the White House was out announcing drones on the roof. So I just think all of a sudden, if drones enter the chat, it becomes an entirely different conversation than a Rhodes microphone and some rando faggy. Which it all is weird to me too, where they're like showing different angles of the camera. And they're like, look, is this really him? And in the thing, I will say that this is so sus to me that I will give Candace credit for being the first place I heard the maroon shirt theory. And it's not the maroon shirt to me the same way she said it. It's more so like, let's say the last video or a big video that I did, I was wearing this. And then if you were trying to pretend like you're me, you would wear, I'm going to be just like Chaney, like, and you're just Abbie with this and this on. That's what it kind of looks like somebody, like an officer, like a Fed dressed up like him. And so it's weird that they took like the last pictures and wore an outfit that he happened to have on in the last pictures that he took. To me, it's more sus that he had an outfit on that happened to be an outfit that he wore in all these last pictures, like how often he had a maroon shirt on. I just think that's more sus, that you'd be like, oh, let me make sure I wear my clothes it's my
He's
favorite
like a
shirt.
cartoon character. He's like Doug,
Yeah.
where he opens up his closet and it's just the same outfit like 8 times.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like he got his color palette red and he's like, oh, well, maroon's my color. And I actually did research that I don't know if anyone else did, but like Florida State, they have maroon as their color. So if it happened in Tallahassee and you pointed out a whole bunch of maroon shirts on the Florida State campus, it wouldn't be so weird. So I did search on all the surrounding colleges, and there is a big college in Utah that's right by that campus that I got to think, if Charlie Kirk is as famous as they tell us for all these Mormon men, that all the surrounding colleges came to that campus, and you might wear your Florida Gator shirt to the Tallahassee just to be that person. If you're going to Michigan, you might wear your Ohio State shirt. So I got to think Utah has similar colleges that one of them might have worn the school colors that they were from their college. That's my theory on why so many people had maroon shirts on. It would be like saying, look at all these orange and blue shirts at Gainesville, kind of idea. But his maroon shirt, and then the guy in the camera that looks like he literally is 30 pounds bigger of muscle, is kind of sus to me.
You just made me remember my dream from last night.
Ooh,
I've
yay.
been waiting all day for it to come through, but it was weird. I was like at this restaurant and it was all these Amish women who were serving us, and I realized that they were like, they come out in their little Amish dresses and outfits and stuff, and I was like, oh, well, that's kind of cute. But then they started coming out with like the dresses were from the neck up, like they had like lace covering their face. I was like, oh, now we're going full Handmaid's Tale, because I could see that the men were acting very dominant too, and I was like, this isn't good. When the Amish like, I don't know why I thought it was like a big deal that the Amish were doing that, but I was like, oh, we're going full Handmaid's Tale. So like the whole Utah of it all just made me think that.
You guys, like for real, like how big of a conspiracy theorist I am. I don't believe in Amish like they tell us. I believe that's what the Epcot Center of Amish tells us that we have to know.
Yeah.
Like if they could have all the technology in the world. If we're outsiders,
could.
they're never going to tell us. They're
Yeah.
like, don't tell them about the pinball arcade. Like, don't, why would they ever tell us anything? The less we know, they're almost like their own country that exists with their own set of laws and
Yeah.
rules in
They're
Pennsylvania.
sovereign.
Yeah, they're like their own sovereign place. So
They've
I'm
got
like,
one in Florida too. There's a huge Amish
Arkansas.
community
Yeah.
right outside of Arcadia, and there's like a restaurant there that kind of brings like tourists in and out. I think it's called Yoder's, but it is the largest Amish community outside of Intercourse. I think out of Pennsylvania.
I just feel like it is a little fake. And you know what? No, they're never going to hear me say this. And if they do, on them. Watch tech, how would they call them fake? But I think the Amish are Epcot. It's like Disney people dressing up like Spaniards.
Well, the first time that we were driving through Pennsylvania. We went to like a big Amish town, and the very first Amish family I saw popped out of a minivan where the door like automatically opened, and the girl that jumped out had freaking LA gear with like the little light up shoes on her. And I just remember thinking like, oh, like I felt so let down. I was like, I thought they were supposed to be horse and buggy, and like, no, she had cooler shoes than I had.
Well, that's what like the Amish or Mennonites here are very like, they dress a certain way. Like the men all wear, like they wear the beards and they have the like blue shirt and the jeans or whatever, and the women wear their little dresses and their little hats and stuff. But like I saw like real Amish when I was just driving through Arkansas, and holy shit, like they had the buggy and like old 1800s dresses and stuff. I was like, whoa, this is a little more than ours. A little more than Oklahoma, because the Oklahoma community, they have like Amish cheese houses and stuff, which are like big restaurants and stores and everything. And I was like, okay. So I went and like looked, and I was like, I'm gonna buy some of this butter. And I look, it's all the same shit that's in the grocery store. It's not like none of it is actually good for you. There was like
country
bad
crock.
ingredients
You're
in
like,
it too.
what
I was
the
like, yeah. They just wrap it in like little wax paper in little balls.
This sounds so whatever. I don't care how it sounds. You guys, most of the people that are watching know me well enough to know. So if you drive into Florida, and if you just swoop down to one of the things in Florida, they have like a place you can stop, and it'll be like oranges and boiled peanuts and gator heads and whatever you would assume would be at a Florida shop is there. And it's Florida as shit. And if you curve up to Georgia, it's peaches and whatever. And so I think the Amish do this well. They've cleverly marketed themselves to sell their wares. I think the natives of America and all their reservations need to take tips from the Amish and from the different states, and they need a little offshoot of their little area. They don't have to let everybody into the res, but they could have things that sell part of the Bahamas do it. Jamaica does it. Everywhere does a thing. If you stop in on the way, they sell a little bit of the thing. It doesn't come from a convenience store down the road. The res should do this on the outside more to make money. Like they all should sell their shit instead of having it sold by the white people at the stores that surround it. They should be a little more like, this is just the stop of the Sioux Nation. And this is just this. And some of them have it, but I just think they could do a better job.
Fritz Springmeier wrote that the Amish are actually a CIA assassination front. And the whole thing was that if an assassination went down, most people would not think that it was the Amish. So like they make the perfect assassins.
No one's ever going to look at the Amish. We all assume the guys have these beards, so they could be fake as shit. How easy you just take off your little fucking beard.
They look fake, right? Yeah. They already look fake.
They do. Like you spend that much time shaving your beard to look like that. Also, yeah, all the toys and stuff, like little items they were all China toys. So it reminded me of like what you said about even like Jamaica and stuff, how things used to actually be made in Jamaica, and now it's all imported from China. And it's like same thing at the little Amish store.
It's
They
all
had some
China
handmade
shit.
things, but most of it was, yeah.
You are breaking my heart. But this is how this is what I think is like, are all these little cultures made? But this is a Disney idea that they can just sell us anything as long as they kind of sell it to us on TV. Then we all
Kind of
assume what we're gonna
romanticized,
get.
right?
Yeah. It's so. This is hard left. So if you guys want to talk about Amish, I'm totally willing. But I will forget Abbie. I finally saw Michael.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was so good. I thought he did
so
a really
good, huh?
great job. I hope they do another part for the next segment of his life, or maybe make it a 3-part series. Maybe I don't know what the whole thing, but I actually thought it was really great. But I know you had a theory of Michael, and in general, just symbolism of him, and maybe Archangel Michael.
Yeah, Archangel Michael. First of all, he's was raised Jehovah's Witness, which is kind of interesting because Prince was Jehovah's Witness, Prince and the King, right? But also, yeah, the Michael of it all, like the Archangel Michael, according to the Jehovah's Witness, is Jesus, and not there's other religions like Christian religions too that believe that Jesus is the Archangel Michael in the flesh. So it's not the only thing. But then you notice in the movie, he always calls his mother mother. What does he call his father?
Joseph.
Yeah, never once calls him dad or father. Like he always calls him, and
That's
that's kind of like
interesting.
Jesus. Yeah, like I don't know. There's a lot of things in there where
I
was
wanted to ask
very.
you a whole different thought of him. And it made me think of it after the fire happens. And so when the fire happens, the Pepsi fire. So if you've ever seen the movie, but if you haven't seen the movie, in history, Michael Jackson's done. He has his album come out. He has the Beat Thriller album come out. He is so big. He doesn't need to turn around and go back and perform with his brothers. But his father, Joseph, is still like managing what was the Jackson 5, still owns all their name rights, all their touring, so still has a percentage of the cut of what is the Jackson 5, where he has no control of Michael. So he promises Don King to kind of get his name back, which I just think it's Don King, so it put a whole nother thing when I was
Another
talking
king
to,
in there.
yeah,
I know.
with
I
Anna
was like,
Nicole
what the
Wordsmith, we were
fuck?
like, shut up. I was like, another king. We'll talk about this because
That's
even
what I
his,
was doing when I watched it too. I was like,
his
another
hair being
king,
like a
Don
fucking
King?
crown
Yeah.
too, and then it being another king in America at this time is crazy. So a crazy part. So he's going up on the stage and the director says, all right, everyone, we're going to take 6. Lucky number 6. Take 6. Action. So he's 6, 6, 6. Fire
I didn't see that
happens.
part. Yeah.
And then what does Michael have? He has a head wound that heals. And then isn't that a whole thing of the Antichrist? Like, isn't there a whole thing of like what the Antichrist will be? Like, be like this famous person and rich and beautiful, all these things that I started to like look up, like, oh, Abbie had this thing of him being Archangel Michael, but could the same be true on the other side? So his hand, it says something about the Antichrist having an injury or something on his hand, and Michael always wore the glove.
I don't think it's on his hand. I think it's just supposed to be like it's supposed to be a wound that kills him, like a devastating wound that kills him, and then he's resurrected. So and they call it a false resurrection. So and I don't know why it would be a false resurrection. I mean, if he's
No, the
dead
head
and he
wound
dies
is
for
the
3
one that's
days,
a
like Jesus.
devastating wound that almost
Yeah.
kills him, but then he heals, which is the same as Michael being in the burning. Hold on one second. Let me do this though. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, that upset bandit in the background. Okay. Sorry, he doesn't love highs. Hi. I'm here. I was
Hi.
coming in to sing my Copacabana finale, but her name was Layla. So, and Layla's not here. So I guess we won't sing today. Bandit is
You have to
barking
sing
really
something,
loud from
Summer, because it's becoming one of the hottest points of our show that an impromptu summer sing might happen.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
that is
people are
such
commenting
pressure.
about it. People are writing me about it. Like, oh, I love it when Summer comes in impromptu and sings.
Oh my God, I'm coming. Listen, that bandit is barking because I just gave him the chassis of a jerk chicken and the pepper is burning his mouth.
Okay,
Sorry, I'll
come
be
back.
right back. That's why he's barking. Did you have any
Okay, come.
jerk when you were here? I missed the beginning and I don't want to make you have to talk about it again. So we won't regress. All right.
Dog's eating Scotch bonnets right now.
Like it's rubbed with jerk seasoning. Like his
Goat
eyes are
meat.
watering the way pepper's burning his. Sorry, Jamaican dogs eat anything, guys. That's how it works. We don't like, it's just how it works.
Summer, what was your favorite Matchbox 20 song?
Is that the 3 a.m. people? Is it?
I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. No, you're not putting me on the spot in this instance. Come on,
What's
like
yours,
you should
Chaney?
never have told me that it's becoming a thing. Like I was ready to like full sing. Like now I'm just sitting here with my bright red cheeks, and I'm going to tell the guests too, guys. I don't know if I've said it before, but the reason I don't come on camera is because I literally cannot sit still for starters. But in Jamaica, we don't have freedom of speech, so like I could be sued for defamation of character. But I'm a real person, and I just can't come on film because I just can't sit still, right, Jenny? I don't know how you guys do it. It's my newfound adult ADD.
Tell Thomas about why cruise boats can't dock in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah, it's like it's a buggery law because Jamaica's like a really homophobic country. So cruise ships, because they allow heterosexual male couples, I don't think they do it for the women, right? Because I think it has something to do with buggery and the butt. They're not allowed to stay overnight because they don't want gay men sleeping all over. Like even Sandals and those resorts, it's like heterosexual couples only. You can't even have two male businessmen sleep in a room together. And it sucks. Like, because I used to have a place, a tourist place, and you could never get people to stay
Can men
overnight.
have other men roommates?
No.
It's really homophobic there, though.
You can't
like,
even
for
share a
men.
spliff with a man. Like you cannot smoke, like you pass around a joint to people. A man would never smoke a joint that the next man's lip has been on. It's just ingrained here. But we really have buggery laws that are really, really bad. It's bad down here.
Okay, Summer, we just got a super chat. Always appreciate these Friday night hangs from Nuff Said Steph. Can you give a proper brap from Jamaica to Nuff Said Steph?
Brap, brap. Like I was ready to sing for Steph and the super chat. Okay.
Okay,
Guys,
do
a
it.
brap is like the gun salute because every time a good song comes on or something, Jamaicans they just have their own gun and everyone has a different one. So mine's faster and high pitched, like brap, brap, brap. And then you have people who are like bop, 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 wire, wire, wire. It's like a whole thing, right? While they have the lighter going on and real gunshots probably at the same time.
But no
But if
gay
Steph wants
stuff.
a song, I will. Oh, here, Bandit's still joking. If Steph wants a song, I would even consider it for that super chat effect. Gosh, you guys are so worthy. Thomas, did you have adrenochrome yet or not yet? When is the date of that?
No, it's right now. It's on back order. When I go on the
Okay.
site, it says
I
back
thought I
order, and
missed
I have
it.
a feeling
Like-
it's going to be there indefinitely. But I ordered it.
Okay. No, we'll work our magic. We'll speed that up a little bit,
Summer
I
has to
hyped
know.
myself up too because I thought it was gonna because it was like overnight shipping. I thought it was gonna be there like that Tuesday, so I kind of like cleared my schedule. I was like, we're gonna do like I hyped myself all the way up, and then I saw that it's just stuck.
You guys,
Hillary Clinton probably bought it. Is that thing about Ellen having Kuru true? Did you guys see that? That she has the Hillary Clinton brain Kuru thing?
No. But I always thought when Ellen was like, trust the smart people in her hangman pose, that she had the guru. I don't know why Kuru always makes me laugh. 100% of
Kuru.
the
And it's the way you say it, like the way you say Lady Gaga. And when you say I've been, like how you guys been? Like the bean? What, or
Bean.
being? What? Bean, yeah.
I have to
But
do
Lady
something
Gaga
really quick.
And Kuru. My faves.
Let me do this real quick. I'll put us like this, and then I'm going to add this channels.
Hi, Abbie.
Let's see if it does it or not. Your channels. And boom. Does it do it in between? Let's
What
see.
channel is this?
Nope. Okay. I was going to add in the vertical because I always forget. So maybe I need to write something somewhere to remember to add in the vertical display because everywhere offers vertical now. This is like techie stuff that doesn't concern anyone that's watching right now. But I
Every
was
time
just
I hear
gonna
the word vertical,
turn
I
on
just
channels for that. I was like, shit, I've done it like twice, but I forget every week now since it's an option that, oh, I have to turn it on for the vertical to do it instead of it just doing it by itself. Anyways, I'm like, ugh, it's too much.
you want me
It's
to
too
remove
much.
the words in my picture? That must be annoying. The numbers and pure moves.
No, I can't even add it. I can't do it mid show, and I'm not going to stop the show for vertical. They're not that special. This is where it's at, but I will remember to start it next time. So I said it aloud. Enough said. Steph, 33. So what else is going on? Summer, what do you think about Hayden Panettiere?
It's so sad. Because she is the original cheerleader. But so much of it, I don't know what you guys have said already, guys. So please forgive me if I'm like repeating stuff that's already said. I was just so surprised to see you guys on. Is this going to be your new set time before we proceed?
We don't know yet. We're
I thought daylight
wishy-washy.
savings happened and no one told me.
Yeah, daylight savings happened, and then the islands don't even change time, but we were still north of Cuba, so we changed time. Then we went around Cuba and had to go back to island time. So I have like gone through like 5 time zones to get back to my original one. It's pretty nutty.
It's so weird, man. The math too. But I wish we knew the exact point in the water where it crosses over. Like, where does Apple have their map and their grids? Because you have the international date and timeline that goes through the Diomede Islands. All right, Hayden Panettiere. Look, I'm at Diomede. But
I didn't though. Go on. So Hayden
I just
Panettiere.
hate daylight savings. No, it was just cryptic. I know she had interviews about her brother, like saying, you know, she can't even living in a world where her brother is not in it, which is odd. But they did say there was like a used Narcan on the bed, and then she didn't have Narcan in her system. So they think another one of them overdosed, and then they saved that person. And then apparently the police were there earlier in the day for some domestic thing. I don't know. I don't know. That has to be her handler or something. I don't care like how low down you are. You're like Hayden Panettiere. You don't have to stick with this guy. Just the fact that she's flying him to another state and doing drugs with him. I don't know. It just seems off. It all seems off to me. But then
It
the
is
why.
sad though.
It's
A
really
few
that's
times,
one that
like
hurt,
sometimes
yeah.
celebrity dies and I don't care, but I've actually been like, oh, she was
Yeah,
so
this
young.
one
I'm
hurt.
so sad.
Yeah, like it was sad, and it just felt. I don't know. But you know, some people. I don't know. I guess the whole thing, and I always say, when I die, everyone dies in my world around me. So she's in her other realm. Like, I don't know how to perceive the whole death of it all. Her mom's weird, though. Like, did you see what her mom gave, like her statement on it? Like, it wasn't even like she's sad about the loss, you know? It's about, oh, unfortunately, she got caught up in some things and she just wasn't strong enough to do the right thing or something. That was so weird. But everyone judges everyone in these situations. She might not even be dead, for all we know. Do you
Or
think
all
she
the
is?
crazy videos that are coming out of her as a kid with like Ellen or Rosie O'Donnell. And now Rosie's back on the timeline.
Oh, I know. I saw
Christina
her too.
Ricci's playing Rosie O'Donnell. FYI, I'm going to keep
100%
saying it.
still.
I
Why?
can't
Because
not
of that
look at
Now
her
and
now.
Then movie? Remember that? Oh,
I
love
know that too. But then actually, after Rosie's plastic surgery, I can't, you guys. It's unbelievable.
What was it on? Like, I couldn't. Like, I've gone
Hold on,
blind.
I'm
I think
gonna
it was
pull
Black
up.
Change your
Magic.
face
Pull her up,
or her
please.
body?
I'm
Has Trump commented?
pull it up. I know, you guys, and then this is the other thing too. We all know we're like watching a movie and it's kayfabe and it's like white hat, black hat, and this thing said and that thing. And in the whole thing of it all, you can put political people, you can put prime ministers, you can put whoever you want. If you put Trump as the main character, his Joker is Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Like that to me, like that is his nemesis over Obama, over like Hillary. Like he went hardest. Like even when you call women ugly, only Rosie O'Donnell. It's the exact same as Andrew Wilson versus Candace Owens. And like you think Erica Kirk's retarded, I think all women are retarded. Like it's kind of that same of like
Weird. Do
his.
you remember her in Flintstones movie as Betty Rubble, like Barney's wife? That was just the weirdest role.
Do you remember her in something Exit to Eden, which is essentially Epstein's Island. And they all go to Epstein's Island and have orgies, and she's on it with Dan Aykroyd. I'm gonna pull it up.
Ew, no.
I have so
Yeah,
many
I
things to
remember
pull
that
up.
movie. They're
It's-
like basically trying to like bug the house of one of the guys that's actually in like the little orgy group, and they're wiring up with like cameras, but they have to like pretend that they're also in the orgy group.
Apparently it was a book, and it was like a sexy book, and they had to make it a comedy to get it to, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys, this gross picture is in my brain, and now it's going to be in your brain.
I'm
too.
already picturing it. If it's the cover,
It's worse than you think, you
The
guys.
poster.
It's so gross. What is this?
you need the little soundbite, Rosie.
Okay, this is so gross.
What? Okay, that's way better than my head was picturing. I'll give her that, honestly. Like, ooh.
It's so weird.
Pre-Photoshop too.
Yeah, there's no airbrushing on that. That's
How have I never heard of this?
there's no GLP-1 on that.
It's not a great
taking
movie.
snake
And
venom.
just in case you didn't already put that together, it's not a great movie.
Oh, I could tell that, but like, what a combination.
It's weird that this exists. Yeah.
Look at Zaralath knew. He already knew. Now you guys, that is what's going on. I want you guys to picture it. Now let me find Chris. I'm gonna
We need AI so it's like replace Dan Aykroyd with Donald Trump there. That would get some traction.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm on it. Say less.
That should
I
be an
feel
easy
like
one.
her makeover came out at the same time Trump's new hairdo came over. I think we could do that in the magic. Like, put Trump's new hair. Is his hair tamed back down yet? He probably just got a fresh blowout.
Let me see. Fresh blowout, Trump hair. Oh my gosh, is Rosie going? I can't. This is too much. Like, too much is going on. This is going to send me down a rabbit hole. Okay, just Rosie. I'm going to be on even the name Rosie, Project Rosie.
Who the hell, by the way, who the hell's paying $400 for this signed picture? Is it for the Dan Aykroyd autograph or what? Like, what it?
Well, our audience is going to be paying it when we start a GoFundMe tonight. Just kidding, you guys. Can you imagine if that's everything? Like, we're going to raise money and we're going to give it to Layla as a present for her birthday.
Yeah, start the donations so we can actually buy this for Layla.
You know what, Thomas? You should AI this into like, this doesn't go off with my avatar. Like, somebody else needs to put this out with Rosie and Trump. Trumpy.
What am I going to do to my search history algorithm?
When you're
It's
like,
oh, this
Rosie
is what you
O'Donnell
wanna
naked.
Look up? All right, more of this.
What changes to, okay, where am I right now? X. I kept searching the entirety of this all threw me off. Okay, whew. You guys, this is so much for okay. D. Get this one off. That is new Rosie O'Donnell. Let me see if I can move it so you guys can see it better. Wait, I think I knocked us all off. Hold on, you guys are going down for a sec. Boom. Look at that, is the same person. That doesn't even look like Rosie O'Donnell anymore. Like,
I'm so confused. I'm like, who is that one on the left?
like it's the essence of Rosie O'Donnell. And she's wearing like King stuff, and she's doing the Jimmy Kimmel show, which even feels perfect that she replaced Kimmel in the whole LARP of it all.
What is the New York like lady, Leah Remini? Look up her. Have you seen her new face too? On her Instagram, She doesn't look recognizable either. She just reminds me of Rosie with that accent. But a lot of them, their faces. Do you think it's like the rebuild of Ozempic face? Like how they.
Somewhere, this is crazy, but somewhere I feel like the Mormon church paid for the creation of Scientology using a sci-fi writer. Like they created it to be a front so people wouldn't look further back. They're like, we need a couple of young religions. We can't become so big that because everyone will pay attention. But Scientology became the freaky deaky, so then LDS like kind of goes under the radar.
Well, the AI are starting their religion faster than us with Clawbot. I wonder what they're up to with that. No one talks. I just hate that things go super viral. Everyone's talking about it, and then they never end. And then
What's
everyone just
clicking?
moves on to the next.
What's clicking in there?
What's what?
What's clicking? What are you making?
Oh, that was my icing. You know, they have us. It's annoying me. It's a drought allegedly here, but they're not mentioning the AI data centers for the smart city that they're building. So I don't usually get water lock off because I'm near a water place. Every day from 6 p.m. in the evening till 6, they're locking off my water. What magic is that? It's making my phone hot.
Oh, it's
Here,
like
wait.
off center.
Oh, you put it. I put it like so. It would play it here. Wait, let me.
There you go.
I can't make it. Let me see if I can do it.
How many fish just died making this image?
How many flock cameras were put up so you could just have this image?
I feel like it's an even trade, to be honest.
That is so funny. The Dianetics was just a joke. That is what I wonder sometimes. Oh wait, let me turn this back on and put you guys up
Suppose with
here.
the loss of water, we go back to like animals evolving, like fish growing back legs and then coming back to be like land animals. You know?
Well, wasn't
But
that a whole Simpsons prediction? Three-eyed fish and shit.
or revelation, because that's all it is revelation of method, possibly. But animals just change for environment, like you said too. Like not all of the frogs turn gay because of that. Like they turn gay for other reasons too.
I got a feeling that all those frogs that turned gay, they were already gay. Everyone knew.
They're born this
They were
way.
It
using
was
the
probably in
atrazine as
San
the excuse.
Francisco
Born
or
this way,
LA.
baby.
There's a gay lady.
They had a little
Get
sugar in the
off 'em.
tank.
Everybody already knew. They were bisexual. They were buy now, pay later. Gay
What
later
state were they
program.
from? Blue state, red state? Like where were the frogs?
Were they all Portland frogs? What else has happened this week, Summer? You're up to breast.
No, not much. I mean, there's a new robot out called Soul. I think that's the name of ChatGPT's new one. Like literally SOL, which is sun, or SOUL for soul. Which is just weird when people talk about that darkness. But no, I haven't seen much of the trending news. I've just been watching my first post, don't lie. Everything is back to Iran and Iraq and an I country, and I just tune out when I hear I
Tell the
country.
audience what first post don't lie is.
Oh, first post. The only thing you're meant to see in your algorithm is the first post that pops up when you open your app. Like I don't scroll down my Instagram feed or anything. I just look at top right in the search section and first post don't lie because that's a message directly built for you and your algorithm and it will lead you elsewhere. But
And
top right is good too though, Chaney.
first post don't lie is interesting because you know how when you go into Instagram or X, a post is there and then all of a sudden your whole app refreshes
Disappear.
and you're
Yes.
like, what the shit? Sometimes you
And it
can't
was
get
something
back
so
to
good.
the-
You're like, oh my God, what was that?
Yeah, you're like, whose
you just
account
look
was
for
that?
the name right away. That's what I do. I make sure my one left eye goes on the name because I know it's going to refresh and I half watch it that way because you will never ever find it back. And you can't get to like it fast enough. It doesn't even give you time. Or you just automatically screenshot like me. And then you get deltas. I only screenshot for deltas. And that's a future proving past. I wonder what the Q delta and deltas in photos for today is. I feel like that's a good timeline, guys.
Let's look it up. What is it? So what website do I
Q
use?
alert that app. But you're the only
Q-
one who knows how to write the number and letters in the right order. I hate that. Like in Jamaica, we put what do you put first, the month or the day? Because whatever you put, we put the opposite. Like
Month.
You say them
Yeah, the
limited. They're like
military
a
and all the rest of
right.
the world does the day and then the month.
Okay,
We're
now we're
not
the
on the
opposite.
metric system over here.
And I don't think anyone
American.
does it right. It's supposed to be year, month, day. It's weird to do any other version of that.
So that's
Oh,
why
there's
my
only
birthday is
one.
12/12. It has to be. There's no other way.
There's only one today.
Gay.
And it's on Reddit.
Oh, and look at this is like, why would you even do this? If it's like, this is so silly to me.
And now these comments are right in the middle of the post verticals.
Why? Look at the Great Awakening banned. Why? Who cares? Like,
Ugh, so weird.
Hate that.
it said some, okay. But let's do,
What's up with Code Monkey and his father? Anyway, where are they up to with their
and there's
frog
nothing for
sensitive-
tomorrow, Summer.
Ugh, all right, because it needs to come for us in our photo deltas. But I can't use Apple Photos. I go into Google Photos, and we find what news. That's what I always just go back and look at what news happened on this day in history and see if we're on a loop. And a lot of the time we are. What's today's date? 21 August. And this is where I find the random Britney posts.
Yeah, tell us what happened today in history.
Yeah, that's where we're going to. Today in history, we have COVID spelled backwards, which was Divok. And Hebrew, the term Divok translates to possession by an evil spirit. That one wasn't news. Bloomberg, there's a growing concern that vaccinated people, this is from 21, may be more vulnerable to serious illness from the COVID Delta variant than previously thought. So they were telling people from back there, but people weren't listening. You remember all them variants? Like they went through what? Delta. They didn't have Omega.
Omicron.
Omicron.
There's
Yeah.
actually a group that Delta, Omicron, that like Joe Biden is part of. Like there's a whole bunch of people. There's like it's not a fraternity, but it's called like Omicron, Delta, something. It's like 3 names of COVID.
Yeah. Like the Greek letter kind of thing. Like.
Yeah.
And they had
And,
COVID 22. Like, what was that all about? Oh, I found a good screenshot of all the time Fauci said that everything will get to normal by Christmas. I found all of his lies. And then I'll take something like that and I'll just send that picture to Instagram, to Biden, to Trump. Like when I want to sort out my pictures, to sort them from screenshots now, if it's of Trump, I just send it to Trump. So then when I want something from Trump, I just go in Trump's Instagram or chat message together. Like to Biden, I send every video of him falling on the stairs. You know that reel where like the dog dances and he falls? Everyone, like our whole thread is every time I send that Joe Dirt video to Biden.
I like how it's
Block me,
our
though.
thread. like
Michelle
we're
Obama
already sharing
blocked me.
something.
It gets so much better. Summer, tell Thomas what you do to Madonna when you send her bills.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could share my screen. I'll put a screenshot. I'm banned from my White Witch account page. Like I can't even get in there because that's my business account.
You know
So
how
I
you
have
can
all
charge
of them
people?
tagged, like ordered. I have them ordered. I have them paid. I have them holding. Right. I have this one shipping and I put them all in spells and I put groups together and then I'll send like a spell and put Madonna and Britney and New York Post in there. Guys, if you ever see the things, like someone has to go through my phone. Like somebody has to,
Sometimes
like, it has
she
to be
will
a
put a
purpose I've done
group
this with
chat
myself.
together with like, she'll be like, Chaney, like something like will just be posted on her story and it'll be like, yeah. And she'll be like, Chaney, I made a private chat with Madonna and Little John.
Little John always views it too, because
Little
I've
John,
tagged him
no,
once
I
too, and he
thought
does
with
view
that
it.
with the 369s. He never reposts me, right? Because I always
Okay,
post
there's
it.
enough people watching right now, wherever you're watching. If you feel like hitting a like or anything to help our algorithm, awesome. But if you feel like it, if you go to Little John's page and or if you tag anything in your own story and you tag Little John, he will come and like it. Like
He
use
will.
the song and then tag Little John. It would
Yeah,
be
he's a
funny if
reader.
everyone watching tagged Little John, but we also used a word specifically with the tag. So like on the third one, he's like, "What in the hell? What are all these people
No,
tagging
because
me with?
mine have like pictures of Britney spinning and Trump like
That's what I was
levitating
thinking,
her.
Brittany.
What about if we all use the same song if we tag Little John? That's not a
Oh, we
Little
should
John
all at
song.
the same time.
Okay, what about if we all use a Matchbox 20 song, but we tag Little John in a
Push?
story? any Matchbox 20.
Any Matchbox 20. Okay.
That's random. Okay, that's good. 'Cause mine's always
Okay.
369. Damn
Okay.
near fun. That one. Do
Yeah.
not message Chet Hanks too. He's a stalker.
I'm going to tag you guys too and repost. You got tag me. And
I'm
I'll
gonna do it
repost
right
yours.
now.
I'm fully blind. That's why I can't tell you what's happening on the news. And every time I come to this link, my phone turns 400 degrees hot and starts crickling. So I don't know why.
And you're not even on video.
No, not at all.
Maybe I don't know.
We're too
Maybe
powerful, the combo of us together. You know, magic phones can't.
I'll do it
handle
later.
that.
I'll do it later. I can't do two things at once. I have a
I
short
do
attention
wish
span.
Summer could share her screen. Like that's where you guys see her genius, and like you only get like a small dose of it just listening to her. But when you actually watch her, you're just like your mind gets blown.
Except
It's
don't ever share your
phenomenal.
screen and look at something in someone's former chat, because now Instagram tells them in the private message if you took a screenshot in your chat. Or if you share your screen on someone's inbox in Instagram, it'll tell the person that you took a screen view of their chat, because I was sharing my screen in Telegram. Instagram is such an informal. You remember that?
Ugh, all the
I
meta
would.
shit.
I'm just afraid what else might pop up. You never know, like it's to protect your audience. Like I have nothing to hide, but it's the protection of
I
that.
think it's kind of funny that when people tell a story and it'll be like Joe Rogan is my example I'm going to use, and this is like true story. Like he'll be like, my algorithm's so crazy. It showed me like gay guys doing like really crazy gay shit to like metal music and all leather on my Instagram feed. And I'm
It's
like,
because that's what
that's
you watch.
you
Yeah.
in your algorithm, weirdo. Like when guys out themselves, it happens like often where they're like, why is all this gay shit on X? And I'm like, that's your feed. Like the algorithm knows you're going to stay because
you're
that's
gay,
your
honey.
feed. And I always
Yeah.
just think it's so funny.
Speaking of, I'm glad to announce that apparently TikTok has realized that I don't care about black hair nail salons taking over Korean nail salons, and it's moved on. So I was stuck in that for like 2 weeks. I couldn't get out.
Dude, every time I'd open my Facebook, which wasn't very often, I would get like the pill popper videos and stuff, which I like watching those. So I sit and watch them, but now my algorithm has changed and it's like pissing me off because I would rather just watch them like pop blackheads and pimples and ingrown hairs. I
You know
fucking
what?
love
I'm
it.
they're gonna ruin this for you, but so many of those videos are AI now.
Oh, I don't even care. It's so satisfying that like I don't care.
I made some, but they got like I don't know what it is. I guess it's just my account, but like I made some of those pimple popping AI videos, but when they push it down, like gummy bears would come out or like gummy worms would come out.
Oh, I like that.
But I never, ever, ever. That is not my feed. It knows, like, I scold whatever social media app I'm on by getting off of it completely if it shows me shit I don't like. Like, I don't just like scroll fast. I get off. Like, I'm like, whatever I have to do to change my algorithm. And the worst is like a video comes on. It's some stupid short 30-second whatever video, and you get up to like do the dishes and not even pay attention. You come back, your phone's still playing that video, and now your phone is like, oh, like Thomas, like, oh, he must love Asians taking over black nail salons.
That makes so much sense. I guarantee. I'm bet now that I was like scrolling like in the middle of the night, and I probably just fell asleep like mid scroll, because I'll do that sometimes, and like I'll wake up and like the phone will still be in my, and it's probably what happened. I probably just like stalled out and was like, oh, this guy loves this shit.
I just think if you want absurd too, shout out to Christina Pajensky. Her Instagram, her story is her, whatever her TikTok algorithm is and whatever it's contoured for her of like, oh my gosh, these people are out there in the world, is so like chef's kiss. Summer, are you still there? She has, let's see if she comes back. Because I don't know if this was...
On the phone? Am I there?
Oh, there you
Yeah.
are.
Okay, I thought I was that black screen. No, the magic phone overheated, so I just switched to the iPad.
Oh, I didn't know what was happening. I saw two and I didn't know if one was real or not real. So I was like, is she have her two phones on? Okay. Perfect. I needed a pedicure before my cruise. I didn't realize that I'm not really a person who cares, and I always in my like carry-on whatever bathroom kit, I'll have like black nail polish in there, but I don't really ever have painted toenails. But I had my slides on for a week and I was like, I wish my toenails were painted.
Just makes you feel more put together when your toes are showing all the time.
Amen.
Amen. Do you paint your toes, Thomas?
Not this week.
Okay. What's your preferred color?
Glitter, I guess.
That's not a
Speaking
color.
of like, well, it's kind of a painted toe, but Thomas, on the week we weren't here, do you want to share with the audience what you did?
You have to
You
remind
went
me
and
what
hung
I
out
did.
with Clydesdales.
Oh, yeah. So the world, this is like the lame, the world championship Clydesdales are born and raised and bred like here in Central Florida. So I went out and saw like the world renowned Clydesdale farm, and they showed us the breeders and they showed us how the breeding's done and the little capsule that they do it in. And I got to ask them about horse semen, got to ask all kinds of cool, and actually it led to a really weird, so like huge group of people, and they're like, any questions? Of course no one wants to ask the horse semen lady any questions, but I was like, is there any other industry that this horse semen is used in that we would like, I don't know, like pharmaceuticals or like the beauty industry? And she said, well, not the horse semen, but sometimes the horse urine was given to as like I think she said birth control originally, and then I looked it up, but what was the name of it? It was Premare or something like Pregmare or something, but like the drug name was named after Premara, like pregnant mare urine, and they would give pregnant mare urine to women for, I already forgot what the reason was, but
To like regular hormones or something like menopause.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah, it's to regulate menopause. But apparently, yeah. So if you're taking Premarin, just know that Premarin literally stands for pregnant mare urine. You're drinking horse pee.
So then,
and that horse has
That's still
died,
better
by the
than
way.
drinking your own pee. I don't care what anyone has to say.
it's died.
Yeah, that's a dyed horse. So a lot of them have a lot of different like shade. Like if you look at one of the ones where they're all together in a row, they've got like two ups, 4 ups, and 6 ups. And when they're all the same color like that, where they're all black, it's because they literally just paint them black so that they all match.
A horse of many colors.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and these are the ones that give them directly to Budweiser. So this is where Budweiser gets all their Clydesdales.
And Clydesdales are so big, you guys. Like, look at these people and look how enormous this horse is. Like, horses, once you get to like rideable, they're bigger than you think anyway. If you're not a person regularly around horses, if you haven't seen a Clydesdale, it's unbelievable. Like, I don't know. I always think they're so crazy.
Do you guys still have police that ride horses around like us here?
You guys do in downtown Orlando, don't you?
I've seen them a couple times, but I stay away from downtown Orlando. I don't know how much you know about downtown Orlando now in 2026. It is not
Does
for.
Maco's feel like
Or
this?
not downtown Orlando, like Church Street or whatever it's
That's
called.
that's what I'm talking about. That's
Oh, is
downtown
that-
Orlando. It is not for any of us on this call.
Is
Maybe
Maco's
Summer. I
still
think
there,
Summer
Thomas?
would get it.
Summer can fit in.
Yeah.
Summer can fit in.
I used
She
to
has-
work there. I used to work at Maco's, and then like a huge fire
It's totally.
started.
I remember
from the napkins.
because you were here when like I mean I'm still here, but that was like you were here back when Club Paris was still a thing, when like Paris Hilton had a club on Church Street. It is like nowhere near the same thing as it used to be.
And Roxy, you remember Roxy?
Yeah, no, all
But that's
that
not Church
that whole
Street, but
that whole
no,
vibe.
I was
is completely gone now.
Maco's with the swing girls, and yeah, I forgot about that. It must be so different down there.
Florida has a lot more country than you think. And Orlando is a weird, it's weird how city, theme park, all this Orlando is going on commerce, and then how much country farmland's right up against it. It's really nuts. I don't think a lot of people drive south to know like so much stuff, and even west a little bit to know how much
Like
farmland's in
Orlando's like
Florida.
10 different worlds, you know? You have like the
Yeah.
UCF world, you have the, it's so different.
And I think it's also how a lot of people don't realize that, like California also has Bakersfield, which is, you know, maybe not what people think of when you think of California.
There were
Yeah.
33,000 people at UCF when I went there. That is sad. I went with Dante Culpepper. And then that year was wild. I think he got like caught with some gun possession on campus, and then they closed down all the sorority and fraternity, things like that. It was a wild. Nothing existed there except Waterford Lakes, and then everything else around it built up since then. So one school can bring in that much stuff. It's crazy to me.
It's
these
all fun and
college
games
towns.
till I'm old enough to move to the villages.
The villages are fun. You know? Century Village.
I tried to tell my mom we were hanging out on the cruise, and I was like, I think when I get old enough, I'm going to move to the villages. And she's like, oh, it's swingers. Everyone I tell is like, oh, the swingers in the villages. I'm like, how do you guys all know about the swingers in the villages? Like, was
The
this a
pineapples on their
press?
doors, and the pineapples on their car little things where they can find their cars in the parking lot. You know, the little
And the
like,
loofahs.
yeah, but they have the highest STD rates of everyone. These retirement homes, because they, I don't know, they all sleep around. So weird.
Well, I did do like a adult protective services meeting one time, and I know that like elderly patients with dementia and stuff like that, you can't tell them no to having sex with each other. Like they have, that's one of their, you know, human rights. So like even if a kid is like or an adult child is like, you know, they're married to my dad, they can't do that. Like you can't tell them no. Like if it's
So-
consensual sex, they're allowed to have it.
You guys, you know, we went on a cruise, and there's like, if you're cruise enough, there's like little shitty things that are just like nerdy cruising things. And one of the nerdy cruising things that you do is you get a magnet for your door. So my brother for always harasses my mom, just like her Christmas decorations are all like nice, and she has white lights, and she has like those white reindeer, and he'll like make them hump on Christmas Eve. Like he just always is like teases my mom, and she tries to be like she's like classy lady with her shit together. And my brother always, so her and her husband have like a magnet for their door that says both their names, and it's all cute with like a porthole made like a caricature of them for their door. So my brother goes by their door and he gets these magnets. So you can already see, I know it's backward. So they're all upside down pineapples, and it says certified swinger, will swing if pushed. Life is better upside down. Married with benefits. Let the good times roll.
Miss
Plays well
Patty.
with others. Sharing is caring. And he put these all over my mom and her new husband's door.
Did you know what they meant at all? Or
Yeah,
you
and my
into it?
like
Like, my
upside
mom
down
would-
pineapples and flamingos. I feel like their generation knows what that means. Like,
Yeah.
it's like shtick built. The only reason we know about it is because they're the ones with that code. Like, it's their
secret got
esoteric
out,
code,
yeah.
and they fed it to us. But
The
it's just
NDA
so
came
silly.
out. Yeah.
She's
So,
like, I'm like, my mom just like, did you see what your brother did to my door? I saw it and I was like, what the heck? Like, she was so like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, did you take them all off? She was like, right away. And I'm like, you should save them and you should put them on people's doors as you're walking through. And it was funny because she was like, oh, that would be kind of funny.
That would be the cheekiest thing she's done in centuries. I can imagine it now. And that's like really living on the edge for that generation, you know? They're so meek and proper. And I love that, with the proper manners. And I would never steal, you know? The ones who can't believe that people steal from self-checkout. It's like, oh, I thought that would be obvious that there would be people who thief. Who would ever do
Right.
such a
Yeah,
thing?
like my mom's not a young lady anymore. Her old man, her and her old man husband, their pineapples on their door. Oh,
I never even knew gay meant, or rainbow meant gay when I was first, because Jamaica's not like gay related. And I remember I went to the States one summer to go shopping, and I got one of them puddle caps from like Charlotte Russe or one of them places. It was a blue one, and then it had like a band around it in all the rainbow colors, and I thought it was just so cool because it could match with everything I had. And
Summer,
then I
I
went
did buy Jules a pair of Jamaican daggering shorts while I was there.
what? You're from like the road shops? I love it. Okay, Batty Riders. They're
Like
not. They're
so
called
short,
Batty Riders because
Jamaica.
they ride your ass. They're called Batty Rider. That's the name of Jamaican daggering shorts. That's the proper name. We
Yeah,
were
I'm
white
like she has to
people
practice so
and
when we
Batty
come
Riders.
visit together, we can get our dagger on. I gotta
I
work
think
out
we
my
would have
arms
blown
and
up the
she has
world
to work out
if
her
we
butt.
met. I don't think the world could have handled it. The earthquake or something definitely would have happened on that trip. I
My
mean, they
favorite
have.
part that you said is you were like, "Oh, I can ride up because, who you were like, "Oh, the car, I don't have the car today. I can get a ride up, but this person's not worthy of our meeting."
Yeah, no, but that's
That
what I
was
said.
just
I
my
could not
favorite.
think of one person that I would say is worthy enough to be there for my first witness with Chaney. Like they have to be at that level. That would just ruin everything. And how do
Yeah.
I even explain us to a normal person? Like
The
how?
same way as like all of us, I feel like all of us kind of, well, you and Thomas know each other way longer. But all of us kind of, it's like, oh, we've known each other since the beginning of lockdowns.
Yeah.
Like we all went into prison together.
Yeah, it's
We
so wild.
collectively
Long
went into the
time.
big house together.
Long, long, long. We're definitely missing a year. Like I go back. Like how did 6 or whatever years pass? It's so wild.
I
I
know.
love it though. Thomas and I don't really remember each other because there was probably too much substances and Xanax with drinking to wipe our memories of that age.
Yeah, that was like
I'm,
Full Sail days for me at least. So I was
yeah,
like
that's
running
horrible. You
on
guys
just
went to school 24 hours around the clock. I've never seen people would come to the bar and drink till 2 a.m. and then I'd have to give them something to straight them up because they have to go to school at 2 o'clock in the morning. On all the teachers, it was so wild. But didn't you
I
finish
wouldn't
school
change anything
faster
about
that way?
that. Yeah.
Didn't you finish in like 18 months instead of 4 years or some shit?
Yeah, you
Was
don't
Full
have
Sail
to.
quicker?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's fast track if you can handle it. But although at the same time too, it just turns into a school where if you've got money, you can just literally buy a degree if you just show up.
Not a bad thing. You get whole lot less indoctrinated.
The other sort of subtext of a lot of Full Sail, like the con of it, is that they don't require any sort of portfolio review. So for a school that's supposed to be for artists and videographers and musicians, like usually you've got some sort of an application to like merit whether or
Yeah.
not they want you. In Full Sail, it's like, did the check clear? Okay, you're in.
Yeah, you have like weird mix of people. I feel like when I was there, it was more like I don't know, not straight edge. I don't know what to call them. You guys weren't emo. It's like I mixed like a combination of like metal rockers mixed with emo people mixed with hacky sack players. That's how I would describe that crowd. But now it's just like preppy looking. I looked at the website. I'm like, I don't think this is the same thing. Like we don't have cliques like that here in Jamaica. They make everybody wear school uniforms. You have to, but they do that because of the class system, so you can't like feel impoverished. It brings a sense of evenness to everybody, so we have one thing in common and we're not showing off with clothes or anything. So like just the fact that you can wear your own clothes to school just always used to shock me.
Summer, have you seen Wendy Williams recently?
Oh, didn't they let her out?
Well, yes, but here's Wendy
Tell me
Williams.
more. Oh my god, who is that? Her boyfriend? Blood. I'm on my small iPhone. I can't see that. Okay, who's the guy? Okay, I can see. Oh. Who is that with her? What is happening? Does she have permanent pop eye now?
I think so. Does she have Graves' disease?
Did the wind shift when she was making a funny face? You know, and like your parents tell you, don't make that face. If the wind switches direction, it will stay like that forever. Did you grow up with that rule?
No, they said if you make that face and somebody slaps you on the back, it'll stay like that.
Oh, I just heard it would just stay like that. You keep making that face, it would stay
Poor
like that.
Abbie. I know. All right. Look at the odds of our disability. No, I'm going to tap into her too. I haven't even gotten to her. Yeah, I've just been sweating. El Nino and Sahara dust.
Oh, I know. I keep hearing that Sahara dust is real. I didn't
It
even make a
is.
conspiracy about it yet, but all my Islander friends, all the people I know, they're like, I didn't believe in it. And then I saw this wall come. And I'm like, really? And everybody, since I've been on this cruise, the people who all live on the islands are all like, oh, Saharan dust.
Like
I'm
every
like,
day we have open windows and stuff. Every day I have to wipe. It's like every day my house just looks like a ceiling or a spinning fan that you haven't cleaned in months. You know, them dusty ones? But the dust just settles on everything. And then it
Saharan smart
traps in the
dust.
heat. But on your coast, by the north coast of the water and the breeze, it's not there. It's more on like the south part of the island and the lower part. So you probably never got it that bad up much. I don't know. But it just hovers and it traps in the heat. So it's like this little wall of heat. But it gets in your eyes and your throat. It's just annoying, man. Ugh. It's just been here for months.
See, Thomas, maybe on cruise boats you get sick from Saharan dust.
No, I'm pretty
Like
sure it's
your
just from all the
kids.
people coughing all the time,
Ugh,
everywhere.
yeah. Like how crowded was your cruise ship? I've never been on one. Like, do
Not
you go in the
really.
pool and do the stuff that people do there? Like, do you do
I
that on the ship?
sit and read a lot. Like you can't tell it because the light's kind of blown out, but like I feel like I'm so many shades darker than my normal shade just from
You
sitting
do look
on open
tanner.
ocean.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, I read. I don't like as much that they do have Wi-Fi options and things like that so readily available. I almost like that they didn't before. It made me disconnect. So you're as away as you want to be now. You could have full. I'm pretty sure I could have streamed during some of the stints, except around Guantanamo. I did see UFOs and I did see cool sky. And I was disappointed when because there's a big cut where I didn't see chemtrails for such a long time in the ocean. And then over Jamaica, chemtrails. I was like, what the
Remember, we're
hell?
smart city. We're smart city, and the U.S. military has now landed here to do whatever projects. I don't know. So it's a good thing. It's probably because you came here. They probably got wind that the two of us would be together. They signed some agreement. I'm telling you, it's for the best. Even my kids will be like, "What are those black SUVs outside?" I'm like, "Oh, that Chaney was coming, you know." But even that, I would way
It's
rather
getting
take the
hot
kids.
around
But it would just
here.
be a tease to have seen you that little, and more your family. You know,
It
like
was too short. It was too
how would I
short.
introduce myself to your family and I couldn't not be polite and say hi to them? I would just be so, I don't know,
Yeah,
beside
you'd have to
myself with
LARP. You'd
excitement.
have to LARP your normal around my family. No, I don't. But they were like, "Oh, are we going to hang out with your friend?"
Oh my God, they
I
probably think I've
bet.
made you up. You know, does she exist in real life? Cookie, that you were in Cookiesville. Listen, it will happen when it's divine, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to let you come here and I only see you for 2 hours.
It will be perfect. It will be divine. I'm not even worried about
And I
it.
feel like I heard you talking about the gift shops in Falmouth. Don't you realize everything is the same Chinese cookie cutter, like souvenir stuff? Like you
Yeah.
cannot
That's
get
what
any
yeah,
craft.
everything.
Yeah. And
Because we're talking
like
about even the Amish
let's
stores are
make
like that.
something, guys. What do you think we could make? Like we can there's a market for it in all the hotels. I was like, do we do like Jamaican tarot cards? We could brand them. I don't know. What would you buy as a souvenir in a country in Jamaica? The same shot glasses and stuff? What do people even do as
My
souvenirs?
I don't know.
favorite thing that I got in Jamaica the first time I went was they would like carve skeletons out of just like random pieces of wood. So I've
Oh,
got like all
wood.
these
I
like
know
Jamaican
those. I know.
skeletons.
I know those. And then they do those ones and they make pipes out of it, like tobacco pipes. That's like a naked woman on it. Or they do like those, but those craftsmen and those people, they're gone. But that Falmouth port, that's not real Jamaica. That's just a port that was like made up. It doesn't even feel like Jamaica. It's new. Um, but some people collect shot glasses. Do you collect souvenirs, Shane?
I had a time I collected snow globes. Like cheap snow globes
Love
that
a
said
snow
like a
globe.
city or a place on them. I didn't know, and of course, like now when I tell you this, it seems so obvious. I didn't know when I was collecting these snow globes that the water like evaporated out of them,
Half
Oh
the
and
time,
yeah.
yeah. And they're
yeah,
just like these little things with
and then
little
there's dried up
crickets.
plastic.
Trinkets and glitter.
Yeah, like so I had a huge snow globe collection for a while, and then all the water started drying up out of them, and I liked the cheap snow globes. I didn't want a fancy expensive one, which are sealed way better than the cheap plastic.
Yeah, but the glass ones in high altitudes, they burst. I had a snow globe on the plane and it cracked on the freaking flight. I'll never forget that. We don't have them here, obviously, because we don't have snow. But by this
Did
year,
you
we
make it
probably
snow
will.
when you
Well,
did
we did
that?
have snows on the
Did you unleash
mountaintop.
snow on someone?
No, I've been
Doing her
behaved.
weather witching?
Ish. I'm trying to fix the drought here. I don't know. I don't want to mess with the weather without CERN right now. I can do my little rain when I want to catch my little bucket. But yeah, I don't know. Haven't been doing that much anymore. I've more been, oh my gosh, last night I got really called out, and like old time days, Chaney, I went onto a space and the first thing they do is like the host is like, oh, I know everyone in here is going to be giving me shit that how dare I put a person on the stage with the name Witch. And like I'm literally sitting next to someone with a handle Lucifer and a profile name Lucifer. Like I've just never understand it. It's like I'm at Jamaica Witch, but my name is Summertime on it. I have pictures of my real face. I have like a slideshow with 50 pictures of me right at the top. Right? Why do people get so pissed off at just that one little word? It just reminds
Vampire
me
Slayer. Vampire Slayer. I'm like, you could just call me Chaney. Like,
Yeah.
do,
or
they,
I'm
do
on,
people call you out for that?
or I'll be on places for real if I ever go on a stage on like X, and people will be like, Project.
Oh god.
Oh, that's the nickname they give you with your
Yeah, it just makes me like it's so cute, crazy. Like a picture. I have had somebody say like you and your stupid face talking about my picture of Sophie Cunningham. Some lady that I'm like, she thinks this is me. Like,
yeah, they think it's you for real. They've
They're
already
so
forgotten that
crazy.
viral meme.
Listen up, Sophie.
yeah, they just are like, oh, you just think you could just make that face on your picture, and you're just so clever. Like, that's not. I'm not
People
even gonna
get
explain who
triggered.
this
They get
is.
triggered when you speak. You can feel it too. But it's like a good trigger. And then they'll follow and copycat whatever you say. It's just how you guys articulate stuff. You guys are so good at articulation. But that being said, I don't know. I would sing now. I actually feel enlightened, except Nova's eating something.
What are you feeling? What song?
I don't know. I feel like
You're
we should
you might.
take a
It's
super chatter pick.
Do you? What about this? If anyone has anything to plug or anything going on this week or anything else they want to talk about, we can. But what about if at the end of the show, then you sing us out?
Okay.
Okay, but we don't have to end
What
yet.
song am I singing?
I don't know. You have a little bit of time to think about it.
I can't sing. I think Stephanie should pick.
If Stephanie's still in here, she'll have to think of a song that she's ready
Or
to
is
hear.
Pickle Spears here?
We'll see
She
if
loves
Pickle
Pickle.
Spears
Oh,
is
she
here.
has been.
Yeah, and see
Stop
that song.
globe-trotting. Rude.
Yeah, she is globetrotting.
I'm texting her.
Super spy. Thomas, what are you up to this week? All right, how's tyrannical tipping through the tulips Tuesdays with donut going?
We're trying to do that religiously every Tuesday. Sometimes it's too central, sometimes it's too eastern, sometimes it's too western, but we're doing it pretty much every Tuesday. The other main thing that I've been working on is like all engines firing on getting this Chaos Twins campaign started. So it's going to run for a pre-campaign where it's going to be 30 days. I'll just be posting, me and Sam will be posting about Chaos Twins to get people to like the sign up page. And then after the end of those 30 days, then we actually launch the damn campaign. So I've been working on stickers and patches and t-shirts and a foil cover that we started today that's got like a cool little lava lamp with like holographic foil. So that'll be one of the exclusive covers that we got for it. So that's, if you want to see that, if you want to help support, it's a kids comic book for all ages, really. just go to chaostwins.com and it'll bring you to the Indiegogo page, and you just sign up to be notified as soon as we launch it. And yeah, that's going to be the next big one. And then as soon as that's out, I've got like 6 other releases that are right behind it.
Woo, woo.
Ah, that'll be exciting. And do you think there's any opportunity that you and Sam might be doing the same thing that kicked off? Really, who knows if it'll ever get credit for being the thing that created Bohemian Grove. Do you think you guys will do something else to do a signing of Chaos Twins 2?
Oh, good question. I don't know, man. I mean, all props due to Top Lobster and Raven.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
really
yeah.
the ones that made, like, if it weren't for them, I don't think there ever would have been a venue. So, like, me and Sam would have just met up at a hotel and like signed comics for 3 hours, and that would have been the extent of it. So like props to them for making that happen. That's probably the best chance of that happening again, is if they help put together like a little Chaos Twins launch party and we call it Bohemian Grove 4.5 or something. I don't know.
I think that it's a good idea. Maybe it'll line up, because I don't think they necessarily do it once a year. I think they do it like, seasonally or whatever, quarterly. I don't know. But maybe it'll line up for the next one, that it just happens.
Well, I mean, hopefully this is the Chaos Twin series. The first season essentially is meant to be 6 issues. So the issue 2s are like, it's been done for almost a year. It just takes a long time to get the campaign together. Issue 3's already been written. That one just needs artwork. And hopefully after we raise money for this issue 2, if it does as well as issue 1 did, I think that Sam will be ready to just knock out the next 3. So then I'm hoping that we can drop the next campaign will be like the next 4 issues plus a trade paperback graphic novel version. So that's the dream, but we're going to see awesome. How many steps it takes to get there.
Awesome. So Tyrannical Tuesdays with Donut, your own show, you do Under the Dock still. You guys are doing Sink Tank on Saturdays.
Sundays sometimes.
And then, so if you want to find this stuff, though, it all is at paranoidamerican.com. You can find Thomas everywhere. And nothing special this week? No hangouts?
I don't think any special hangouts. Oh, I've got bumper stickers on the way. Hopefully they'll be here by the end of this month. Maybe not by next Friday, but the Friday after that. So I'm excited to show. I posted some to you guys, but I went out and I got a whole bunch of them. So I'm excited about bumper stickers now.
They're cool. I think I like them. I won't give anything away about them. And I'll nerd out when you actually show them. Abbie, are you doing anything fun this week?
I'm just sending a whole bunch of little jewel things right now, but no, nothing fun except my new job, which actually is pretty fun. I enjoy it.
Oh yeah, congrats on that again. I'm glad it's going well for you.
It's awesome. I feel so freaking like I deserve this.
Good. Are you learning anything new?
Huh? Oh God, everything. Yeah, like so many cool things. It's mind blowing. But like they said, you can train anybody in IT. You can't train everybody in people skills. So that's kind of why I got the job.
It's kind of crazy if we're going into the conspiratorial, like Terminator 2, Matrix type world, then aerospace and everything about SpaceX, it just seems like they're hiring everywhere. Like,
yeah,
we have the biggest, so open.
For our corporation, we have the biggest plant like right here in Tulsa and everything, and it's pretty cool. But it's wild to think of all the things that we do make. And it's what's weird. Okay, so the other guy that I work with that's on the IT team, like he is really big into 3D printing, and he started just working in aerospace, and then he kind of worked his way into IT. So he saw something that he felt like would help with the manufacturing, and he like created it just with the 3D printer, sold it back to the company for $10,000. And they didn't want to pay that much at first, but he's saved them so much money because it's like they can put certain parts of airplanes and stuff on this thing to put on their racks where they can paint both sides of it at the same time. And then it also, like, they can put a top coat over it, over the base coat, and it saves them so much time, and they can get it done so much faster. It's like I'm working with these genius people. I'm just like, okay, this has got to rub off on me somewhere. I can make so much money from 3D printing. I was like, we had one at my last job, but I don't feel like we ever really used it. Now I'm like, okay, I need to there's a lot I need to learn from these people.
Oh, that's so exciting. I
Yeah.
think 3D printing is hella interesting. I have like some idea that we are like kind of 3D printed.
Oh my
in a lot
gosh,
of
made one of
ways,
those
even
little
the
key
way we
clickers
look.
today. Like he printed me all the parts, and so we made it. It was so fun.
Or even the pyramids, or even like all the
Yeah.
great buildings that they're like these cathedrals. And if you play this organ, I'm like, maybe that was the sound that created the building completely.
Yeah.
Anyways, Summer,
I'm 5D printed. I'm sick.
you guys can follow
5D.
Summer on X. How do they follow you on X? If you
At
want them to. You don't-
Jamaica_witch, apparently. I keep writing my name Summer in weird letters so no one can search me by Summer. But I'm Jamaica Witch.
Jamaica underscore witch, Jamaican underscore witch, and you're in spaces sometimes. So if they follow you, they can put on their alarm and
And
come
then
and
I
hang out
post
with
my
you.
daily contemplations and my little mind bogglers and my robot interactions about the Anunnaki and stuff. But because it's the 15-minute, that's the Nimrod time, I just wanted you to know that he really wanted to sing something Jamaican, and we won't. He wanted to be like, well, in come the thing them call the broken heart, this blessed love will never part. You don't know it from the start. Me tell him say, you're dirty, yeah. That's Sean Paul. But because we're into story time songs, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago, where people wore pajamas and lived life slow, when laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy. And this is what he said: me and you, Ty, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making the dash. They did the job, the money came with ease, but one couldn't stop. It's like he had a disease. They robbed another and another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a DJ undercover. The cop grabbed his arm and he started acting erratic. He said, keep still, boy, no need for static. I can't sing this right now without music. Nimrod cannot be doing this to me. Next time, guys, pick a song for me. Anybody, I will sing for you.
Okay, wait. If I ask you what your favorite song from the 70s is, what song would you sing?
Oh, I don't know if it's in the 70s. I would probably... When is Fever from? You know that You Give Me Fever song?
Do it. Just sing it.
You know what? No, now I'm shy. I need background, but I never know how much I love you. I never know how much you care.
Okay, wait. Sing it Jamaican.
You give me fever. I can't sing that one Jamaican. What is a good Jamaican song I can
Try
sing?
it.
What's a popular Jamaican song? Because if it's like a boy Jamaican, I'll just sing it Jamaican.
Just, you're better when you take like Reading Rainbow and do it Jamaican.
Oh my gosh. I'm worse when I'm put on the spot with the pressure. Next time I'm just going to slide in and Jamaicanize. And now DuckTales theme song has popped back up. Guys, I'm whimsical. Thank you for having me. But now that
Thanks
I know
for
I'm
coming to hang with us.
appreciated, I will land proper. No, but for real, guys, I really was coming in singing for Layla to finish off the Copacabana, and I wrote her whole Copacabana redo. So when she's in next, I will come and sing that for her and cheer her up.
So our little John
Oh yeah, let's
host
do that.
here.
What time are we
Okay,
gonna do
so
that?
remember a Rob Thomas song or whatever,
At
and then
11:36, so it's
but
kind
what
of
word
like
are we using? A
3:69.
word or what?
Yeah, what do we
Or
post?
image?
Thomas, what should we put if we're going to put Matchbox
We're
20
gonna-
song and tag Little John on a story randomly on all of our
Or we should
stories?
all just pick a Little John picture randomly from the internet and then put the theme music as 3 a.m. and
I
then
would
post
vote a donut emoji.
Okay, donut.
a donut. Oh my
Just
god,
to
this is
make
so
it
good.
all
I think
donut
I'm
and
gonna
dolphin. Go
Are we
crazy.
doing
We
the
can do
same
it at
song
any
or just
time.
any
It's
Donut-
just gonna get
donuts
the
and
pleasure
dolphin.
of people.
Donuts, dolphins, and
donut.
dinos.
Okay.
Donuts, dolphins, and dinos for Lil John
Oh
to a
my God, this is gonna
Matchbox
be so
20 song.
good. 3 a.m.
And if you feel like tagging, you don't have to tag us. Just tag Little John on your story. And if you feel like taking a picture and posting it anywhere,
Yeah,
If
he
you
will
want to
then
tag
tag
us,
us in
like
it.
you tag us behind it. If you want
yeah.
to tag us behind it, well,
But I don't know. Will he
we'll
post it
repost.
if you put someone else's song and it's not him? That's why I was like, do we put a picture of him? Like, how do you, or is that the whole fun of it? He's kind of conceited in that sense. Like, how is it? Does he have any Matchbox Little John remix? Doesn't matter. They just
Everyone here knows everyone here is thinking about
Oh my God.
somebody else.
Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my God, and the best emoji for Little John. he
If I
has one
sang
of
that
the
around my friends here, all my friends here would say, as done by Cher.
Yeah, that was definitely Cher. I heard
Anytime I
Cher.
sing a guy song, it's like always comes out like Cher singing. And
This is
Cher
so Cher.
does a version of Back to Good by Matchbox 20.
And Cher.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Woo!
Oh my God, you sounded like Hootie. Hootie.
Oh, it's
Did you
good.
guys see
Okay.
my little blowfish earlier? It was so cute.
What? There was a blowfish on the timeline for real?
Oh, yeah. Well, I did it. I was looking through because I got a little notification from YouTube that said I had 1,000 gems that I needed to spend before September 3rd. So I sat there and was like looking at the little
gems.
things I could buy. I was like, oh,
If anyone
I didn't
feels
know
like
I
giving
had
us
that.
their hype,
Shit.
if anyone feels like giving away their hype before they know, if you're on your iOS device, you can flip your chat to 3 times, because I think it does regular chat, live chat, and then your hype chat, and that's how you do it.
Go on, flick it. You know you want to.
All right, that is a
Oh, I got
perfect
Jules
segue out. So you guys, we love you so much. We thank you so much for getting here early, and for the people that just arrived 20 minutes ago and they're like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. And for anyone that is used to watching us in portrait mode, we'll get it on next week. I'll try to remember all that stuff. But I hope you guys have a whole magical weekend, and I hope you have an awesome week. And maybe we put a little Rob Thomas on your timeline. It'll come out like Rob Thomas dated
Rob
Hayden
Thomas,
Panettiere and be like,
zombie.
what? Ugh, we didn't even talk about how gross James Blunt is in general,
Oh,
but we
my
can save
God,
it for
I
next
can
time.
smell
Oh,
it,
even
bro.
that song, "You're Beautiful."
He looks stink.
You're
Like,
beautiful. Ugh, that is so. That is
smells
love
like
bombing. That's a red
sour
flag.
bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
Okay. Turn it down, you guys. XOXO Gossip Girl. Bye bye.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Santa. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, clones, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, clones, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Buckle up for a wild ride through time where Donald Trump, a DeLorean, and some eerie coincidences collide.
You're still here? It's over.